How many hours have you spent wondering what movie to watch, scrolling through endless movie titles on Amazon Prime, trying to find just the right movie for your mood, eventually giving up and watching that same old show for the 100th time? But don't you worry, because we at Fleek have done all the scrolling for you, searching far and wide through Amazon Prime's videos library to find the best movies on there right now. To sweeten the deal, watch this video for a special offer on the Amazon Prime subscription too. First up is the latest piece of historical magnificence and thrill. This Mani Ratnam period drama is a recreation of Kali's Poonniyin Selvan, which documents the power struggles in the Chola dynasty, which unravels post the failing health of the Emperor Sundara Chola. The movie lived up to its hype and entered the 500 crore box office collection club with much fanfare. And now it's just about a month after its theatrical release, it's streaming on Prime Video for all Prime subscribers to enjoy. Although you'll find Sita Ramam in the romance genre on Prime Video, this movie is so much more than that. The story is set in two time frames, the 1960s and the 1980s, against the backdrop of handwritten love letters, steam engines, religious divide, and major political events in Indian history. Director Hanu Ragapudi manages to weave together a beautiful, almost fairy tale-like story of two star-crossed lovers. If you're a Dulquer Salman fan, don't miss this movie on Prime Video for his sheer charm and innocence. Anyone here with an interest in Norse mythology? Since this epic historical action thriller film, The Northman, is based on the legend of Amleth, starring Alexandra Skarsgård, who absolutely kills it as Amleth. And this film did everything it could to bring out the rawness of the Vikings. By the way, this is not your average Viking movie with a quest for vengeance. And for further proof that there's nothing average about this movie, they've also been nominated for an Oscar. So we do recommend The Northman.
Before we move on to number 4, here's a small surprise from us to all our viewers who are watching. Download the Fleek app to get your Amazon Prime subscription at 15% off. And as a bonus offer, the first 100 users who download using the link in the description below will get 100 Fleek coin to use towards their favorite subscriptions. And now back to the list.
Popular for his breakthrough horror film The Exorcism of Emily Rose, director Scott Derrickson's new horror segue will keep you at the edge of your seat. The Black Phone has the conventional elements of horror, in this case, a child murderer with supernatural powers. However, Derrickson adds depth to this story with childhood traumas, abuse, and loss. The plot shows how a disconnected phone through which Finney, the abducted child, can hear the voices of the killer's previous victims. Straightforward story, yes, but a rush of adrenaline throughout. This film is a must-see for every Simbu fan out there. The adaptation of Jaya Mohan's short story, this Gautam Menon gangster drama tells a familiar story of a small-town guy called Mithu from Tamil Nadu, who then becomes a big-time gangster in Mumbai. There's something heroic about Mithu's journey to infamy, but there's no heroism in this character. Although the movie does lose its charm towards the end, it's still worth a watch for how different it is from the regular Tamil gangster movie. Rishabh Shetty's Kantara has been hailed as one of the most successful movies from 2022. The film immerses the viewers into a blend of mythology, history, folklore, and beautifully choreographed action sequences. There's a lot that makes Kantara a mass entertainer, but the most important is Shetty's brilliance as both the writer and lead actor. Its storyline revolves around power dynamics over tribes, forest, and land, and a feudal lord's unwavering authority over the people. Based on the life of ISRO's most famous scientist, Nambi Narayanan, R. Madhavan shines through this movie as lead actor, writer, and director too. Nambi was wrongfully accused of spying and imprisoned in 1994. However, even after being released, he continues to fight for justice and seeks to teach a lesson to those who wrongfully accused him of a crime he did not commit. Watch it for Madhavan and to pay homage to the original champions of India's space program. Whether or not you're a Yash fan, KGF Chapter 2 is a movie you need to watch. The second part picks up from where the first part left, with Rocky becoming a Bhagwan for his people. But more power comes with more scrutiny. Now Rocky has a target on his head, not just from his enemies, but also from the government of India. What follows is a larger-than-life action movie with some thrilling music and heroic acting. Sardar Udham. The film Sardar Udham, starring Vicky Kaushal, is based on the Indian revolutionary Udham Singh. The film retells his journey towards exacting vengeance against Michael O'Dyer, Punjab's lieutenant governor, for brutally killing thousands of people in the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. This film is also regarded as one of the best biopics about an Indian freedom fighter ever made. Runway 34 is based on the true incidents aboard a Jet Airways flight from Doha to Kochi in 2015. The plane narrowly avoided disaster, with the airline attributing it to bad weather and poor visibility conditions. But was it nature or human error? Two megastars Amitabh Bachchan and Ajay Devgan joined forces to bring you this thriller, one you shouldn't miss. Having been nominated for the Beijing International Film Festival, Jai Bhim is perhaps one of the most boldest movies to come out of Tamil cinema. The film is based on a real-life 90s case from Tamil Nadu. It follows an activist lawyer's fight to get justice for a pregnant woman and a falsely accused husband who is now missing. Surya's charisma ensures that the film doesn't pull any punches when it comes to its social commentary. The film, although based in the 90s, goes on to show that police brutality is not just an American problem and that caste oppression is as real now as it was 30 years ago. Already surpassing 350 crores in box office collections, Pushpa: The Rise is the first installment of the two-part gangster drama, following the ascent of the protagonist Pushpa, portrayed by Allu Arjun, from a daily wage earner to a leader of a smuggling syndicate. While Allu adds a lot of swagger and charm to Pushpa Raj, we do wish the character's origin story was given a little bit more depth. Our next movie recommendation is one you might not have heard of. Argentina 1985 picks up right after the country's military dictatorship that ended in 83. The storyline starts with a new president deciding to try the previous fascist leaders in a civilian court, the first time such a case was tried outside a military tribunal. The task falls on prosecutor Julio Stracera, played by Ricardo Darin, who carries out the responsibility and the character with perfection. Watch it to understand why freedom and democracy is truly worth fighting for. Shershaah is a film starring the versatile Siddharth Malhotra and Khaira Advani. The plot revolves around Vikram Batra, a young boy who dreams of joining the Indian Army and realizes that dream as he fearlessly charges towards enemy lines without a second's thought. His bravery in the Kargil War made him one of the most remembered soldiers in India's history. Although the story is simple and one we are familiar with, there's a certain honesty about Shershaah that makes it stand out from other war films. Ron Howard's retelling of the dramatic and historic 2018 rescue of a Thai junior football team is a must-watch. The movie revolves around 12 boys and their coach, whose cave adventures quickly turns into what could have possibly been a death trap. The real beauty of this film is in its portrayal of the unbreakable human spirit and courage in the face of terrible adversities. It's not surprising that it's a well-deserved Oscar contender and widely regarded as 2022's best films. And that's all we have for you today. We bet you're going to enjoy the selection, but do tune in next time for more interesting lists and topics. Until then, click the like button below and subscribe for more. This is Fleek signing off.